Tiffany here with the Crafty Home, and today I'm going to do a review of Touch Math Homeschool Pre-K. And unfortunately my printed out copy doesn't look the best because I was running out of color ink, but it comes as a PDF, and then there's hands-on learning tools, which is why it's called Touch Math. So let me just explain a little bit. In the PDF you get, you don't need to print the whole thing out. There's so much information. There's a sequence of skills, there's an introduction, there's most of this, which is very thick, is stuff for the teacher to explain why you're teaching it and what to say. And then there's work mats, and here's some in the back. There's different work mats for the kids. Now what I liked about these work mats is that there's no instructions. The instructions are in here for the parents, but you can change the instructions so easy because there aren't any written on here. So you can adapt it to fit your child, which I really enjoyed. Like I said, this is the pre-K, so it teaches basic things like words like how many and less and more, and has you color. Here's some she did. She had to color different, like color the group of one tree and put a square around the group of 3 trees. So she learns a little bit about grouping too. So it has different work mats. It has activities like counting while you clap or while you march. Lots of hands-on interactive things. And in here there's also places to keep track of your child's progress. There's just so much. Here's some instructional guides. It shows you exactly what to do and what to say and which work mats it applies to, and it has a picture of what they look like and what they should look like when they're done. So that's kind of this in a nutshell. If you go read my blog review, I go into a little bit more depth, but this is the implementation guide. Man, why couldn't I say that word? And then we also got some different manipulatives. Now, the first one is really the only one that you need, and it's not required, but this is the one I would recommend if you can only buy one to get. And these are touch shapes. Here, I'll show you that side of the box. So there's 108 pieces in here. You can hear them all moving around in there. And there's 6 shapes in 6 colors in 3 different sizes. So there's quite a few in here. And they're just little, that's what you would think, they're just little colored shapes. You can learn about the different sizes and shapes. There's littler circles, bigger circles, medium-sized circles. And these on the work mats, most of them have, the shapes will fit exactly onto different places, so these are made to work with it perfectly. And in here there's also a teacher's guide that tells you different things you can do. And these are used for more than just the one grade. So if you bought these, you could use them for multiple grades for different kids. So, or for the same kid, just for multiple grades if you continue to use Touch Math. So here's some examples, and these are from the pre-K, where they're learning about the shapes and counting with the shapes. And my daughter really loved that. She loves colors and anything bright, so that was really fun for her. And then we also got these 3D numerals. And once again, these are very tactile, very hands-on. In this box here. And it has a teacher's guide on a CD, which I didn't actually get to look at because at the time we didn't have a Mac. We just put the Mac OS back on one of our computers, so I could actually look at this now. But it does come with a teacher's guide on here. Let me pull one out for you. This one's stuck. Alright, so here's the number 1. Let's see, they can feel there's 1. They can trace it. And 2, they can trace and feel that there's 2 bumps. So you can count with these. 3, did I do that backwards? 3. And they go from 0, they go all the way up to 9. So that just is a tactile way to learn to count and to learn different things. Like I cards. I don't have to try to stick those all back in there right now. So those are the 3D numerals. Okay, so the next thing that we got are the texture cards. Now these are really cool. There's 5 sets of 9 cards, so there's 45 cards total. And they help build math concepts and their sensory exploration. So they come, if you can see, you're not probably not going to see all the titles, but they come all divided up because there's different groups of them. So first is just the touch point texture set, and so this has 1 touch point, and it has a touch point, and they're kind of bumpy a little, not really, I don't know. Anyway, 2 touch points, 3, and on the back it kind of explains to you how to count them. The 9 is touched and counted from top to bottom, and then it has a memory cue, tell younger remedial students that the 9 is the tallest number and the only number with a hat. So it just has little things to help them learn the number shapes and clues for you to use to give them. So that's the touch point set. Then there's the animal texture set. So here's 1 squirrel. I like this one because it has lots of textures. 2 hedgehogs, 3 raccoons, 4 rabbits, and so on. So they're all different animals. And they're the same concepts on the back. They're just different, just to add some variety. So then there's shapes. I'll show you one of the shape ones. This has 8 octagons, so they can learn their shapes and have some number learning. And then fruit. This one I need to get out. Let's do this one. Ooh, blueberries. I like blueberries. 7 blueberries. But like I said, there's 0 to 9 in all of these. And then there's sea life. So here's 1 stingray or 9 clownfish. So those are the touch numbers. Now, like I said, the touch shapes are the ones most used in the curriculum. But they're and they have so many more hands-on things. And I know that a lot of the moms were saying that for special needs kids that these are perfect. Even just for, I mean, little kids, especially in preschool, they love to touch and play, and these things look like toys, but you can use them to learn. So we really enjoyed Touch Math. I'm definitely going to finish out the pre-K program with my daughter and may do it with my boys as well eventually. And yeah, and so a lot of I think it goes up through 2nd grade. And then there's a computer program that I think goes farther too. But we really enjoyed this, and so make sure you go check out the other reviews. So the link to my blog post is down below, and then you can click on the Schoolhouse Crew and go see the rest of the reviews in case you're looking for a different age. But the pre-K, we give 2 thumbs up. We really enjoyed it, and I hope this review has been helpful. If it has, make sure to like below, and if you want to see more reviews and booktube videos, then make sure to subscribe. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!